There was extensive damage to my brakes. It's like my second time ever going to a Trader Joe's, but it was so good. Before my mom passed, she used to always get me this Tex-Mex stuff. I ended up dashing for 40 minutes, made $22. There's still some things I'm worrying about with my car. Good afternoon, Future Kate here. Today is basically story time about my car and my wallet taking psychic damage. Then there's a few side quests I take with Sarah. And that's about it. Let's go. Once again, I did not go to work today because I took my car to the shop. I woke up just as early, so there is that. So I ended up going to my local Pep Boys, and I got an appointment to see them today. So they said they would do a free brake inspection. Instead of a brake inspection, they did a whole car inspection. And it was needed. My old mechanic he was a good mechanic, but he couldn't reproduce some of the issues I was having with my car. And one of them was my right front tire when I was doing a U-turn would feel like it was slipping. Like if you're bending at your knee and it accidentally, you lose a little bit of balance and it feels like you're gonna fall, but you don't because your knee unlocks. That's the type of feeling it was. So he actually replaced my control arm a long time ago on the right side where that was happening. And it didn't change anything. It was still happening. So he just couldn't get it to reproduce. So I just let it go. Then today comes. So I was hearing some scraping when I was braking, and when I was doing some turns, it would do some scraping. So there was extensive damage to my brakes, actually. They needed replaced, along with some more stuff. Another small flashback. Just before my mom passed away, I replaced my front tires. Brand new tires. I went to American Tire and got them replaced. $500 later, boom, new tires. You see, my mechanic did some suspension work. Of course, we're still trying to figure out what is this problem with my car's, the right-hand side of my car. So he did suspension work, and I forgot to do an alignment because he didn't do alignments. He just replaced the suspension and then said for me to go do an alignment to take it to a shop, and I forgot about it. So it turns out I do the alignment just before Mom passed away and got those tires replaced because it was eating away my tires. I was like, oh, I don't know why this is happening. My tires are just shredding at the front. And it turns out that there's some extensive damage to, I think, part of the axle. And she said something about bushings and the control arm. So they replaced control arms for both sides. And it came out to like $1,600. It's expensive. So that's what I did today. I sat for, I think, 2 hours. I sat for 2.5 hours waiting for my car to get seen and everything, because I thought I scheduled something for today, but it was tomorrow that I was scheduled for, so for Monday, and I didn't know that. I thought it was... Anyways, I had to wait for other people, and they finished my car today, so I got to bring my car home. Kind of happy. But in between that time, I ended up calling Sarah, and we ended up going to the local Trader Joe's, and then to a Walmart. So I went to Trader Joe's it's like my second time ever going to a Trader Joe's, but it was so good. There was so many things that I can get that are vegan. It was awesome. I didn't know there were so many cool things I could get. By cool things, I mean food. Before my mom passed, she used to always get me this Tex-Mex stuff. And it's got a bunch of nuts and other stuff in there. and I used to eat them all the time. And I haven't had them in a long time since I moved out. So I ended up buying some when I went to Walmart, and I got a refill of, like, because we have a hand soap, so I got a refill of that too. But I didn't buy anything else because I'm already spending a ton of money. So it was like things you got to do to keep your car running, and that's not even it. I have to get a battery change done because the battery's acting up, and then I got to get an oil change. I didn't get an oil change there because they wanted freaking $100 plus to do it, and I was like, no. So I'll get it done on next Monday. Not this Monday, tomorrow, but the Monday after that. I got an appointment to do it at Walmart. I've been going to Walmart for a long time to get my oil change, so they know exactly what I need every time. So I haven't had any problems, except for they have problems getting to my cabin filter. I don't know why. I know how to do it. You just open up the glove compartment and there's a little thing on the side, and it drops down the... I don't know. You just have to watch the little video on it. It's like 30 seconds and you suddenly understand how it all works. I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much what I spent most of my day doing. And then after I got my car back, because it was around 6:30-ish when I got my car back, I ended up dashing for 40 minutes. Made $22. So I just wanted to test out my car, see if it's working. The tread is really eating up on the front of my front tires, so hopefully these fixes make it so the tread's not gonna, get eaten up so quickly. So I need to go see, because there's a warranty. The tires are literally only like 6 months old, or 5 months old. I think it should be covered. So hopefully they'll replace them or something. I don't know. That's even more money I'm gonna have to spend. Plus, like I said, I have the battery I have to replace. It's just so expensive. Also, I had this problem with my transmission fluid. It was dark, so we replaced it, and now it's dark again, and it has a burnt smell to it, so we have to replace it again. My friend Sarah said that it can happen several times over, that you have to just keep flushing it until it's clear again and doesn't, come back. So that's like, oh man, that's expensive, because it was like $300 or something like that when we got it the last time. So my Uncle Tony said that he would do it for me, or he would have someone that he trusts do it for me. And so he said he said he wanted to do that for me. So I'm trying to contact him, and I asked him for advice but he didn't reply. So that's why I just ended up going to Pep Boys. It's just because my regular mechanic that we went to all the time just couldn't figure out this particular problem. So I took it to Pep Boys, and they documented it all out, pictures of everything. Everything was just really well documented and done. The one thing that I wasn't happy with was their labor prices. It was more than the parts. It was extreme. So I don't know if I'll be going back there again because of that. But other than that, hopefully I'll have my uncle show me more affordable places, because he works for like Parts Authority, and he's like a salesman, and he travels between all of them, and I got a discount because my uncle knew them. So it's really cool. But I tell you what, if I do feel that slipping again on my right tire, because I feel like the buckling whenever I do a U-turn, or sometimes whenever I go over a bump, it'll feel like there's like a buckling as well. So if I feel that within the next 90 days, I am bringing it back, and hopefully they can figure it out. I don't know. I did do a little bit of work with my OpenClaw. I now have a calendar. So you can see the calendar here. Kind of cool. But other than that, I didn't do too much. Just maintenance. I did use a lot of my tokens though. Well, not tokens, but usage. I finished my burritos. I had one for lunch and one for dinner. So that's good. They taste good. It was a good thing. They taste great. Either way, I'm ready for bed. I am extremely tired. I had an exhausting day. Walking around on Walmart and in Trader Joe's just took like everything out of me when everything was already out of me because of the stress from worrying about my car and then worrying about having to work still. And there's still some things I'm worrying about with my car. There's like corrosion coming from my battery, so I need to somehow clean that up. She was saying to put soda on it, like Coke. I was like, is that a thing? I guess so. And I don't trust myself to pull that battery out of my car, and then I don't know if I'm supposed to put it on the side and then pour it stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, so I'm gonna have to have it replaced, have someone replace it. So, but I will wipe away as much of the corrosion as I can. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Tomorrow I'm gonna end up doing the transition update because I know I was supposed to do it today, but I didn't. So it's just I was so exhausted. I just had nothing in the fuel tank. I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry. I barely was able to just get this out to you. So I will see you guys mañana. And yeah.